Hello and welcome back to the Essentials Club, which is all about helping you to become more creative and resourceful in curating your own minimal and conscious wardrobe. And today we're going to dive into how to extend the lifespan of our existing garments with some simple mending techniques. Because as you may have heard me mention many times before, the most sustainable thing we can do is to use and maintain what we already have. And for today's video, I am beyond excited to share that I have collaborated with Ethical Made Easy, who, if you're unaware of, are a platform which, as the name suggests, help make it easy to find ethical and sustainable clothing, beauty, homewares, and lifestyle brands all in the one place. And alongside their directory and their newly launched store for Australian and New Zealand brands, you can also discover well-researched articles sharing simple, non-judgmental, and digestible tips and resources helping you to adopt a more ethical lifestyle. You can even search via your location and your values, which I think is really cool. Essentially, they're your go-to destination for finding good people doing good things. We both really wanted to create this video to share some simple solutions for some common clothing repairs, including how to replace a button, mending a hole or broken seam, and even adjusting the hems or size so it fits your body better and also extends the longevity of these essentials in your wardrobe. So with all that in mind, let's jump straight into it. So here's how to replace a button. If the original button is completely broken or missing, you'll need to source a replacement that fits through the existing hole. First, add the thread to a needle. Approximately 12 inches or 30 centimeters will be plenty enough. Then tie a couple of knots 3 inches or approximately 8 centimeters from the end. Mark out the ideal placement of the button through the existing hole, and then begin threading from the underside up through the buttonhole, then back down and repeat until it feels nice and secure in place. Tie a handful of knots and trim the excess off, then your button is all good to go. So there are many different hemming methods, but for this one I'm just going to show you a standard hem. First, turn it inside out and place a mark at the point you'd like to bring the garment up to, then add about 1 inch or approximately 2 centimeters to this for seam allowance. Trim across this newly marked point and create the first fold, which should be as small as you can possibly fold it. Then pin this in place. If you're having trouble keeping the material folded, feel free to iron it down. Then ideally begin at one of the side seams and sew the section in place. Repeat the folding process for the final hem. Make sure to reach the marked point which indicated your new length. Again, pin this in place and sew around the section. Then, my friend, your garment should be at its desired length. So here are a couple of ways you can close various holes in the garment. For solution 1, I'm going to show you how to use a sewing machine to close the seam that may have opened. First, prepare your machine with some matching thread to the garment and set it to a straight stitch. Turn your garment inside out so you can see the existing sewing line of the seam, and start about 1 inch or approximately 2 centimeters away from where the hole starts so you can sew over any existing unraveling thread. Make sure to back stitch to start, then sew straight across the open section following the approximate existing seam allowance, and again go about 1 inch or approximately 2 centimeters past that edge of the hole and back stitch to finish. Now your seam should be all closed up and good to go. For hand stitching solutions, thread up a needle with a matching color to the garment with enough length to cover the hole plus extra for knotting. If you're unsure, approximately 6 inches or 15 centimeters should be plenty enough for a small hole. Flip the garment inside out so you're focusing on the underside, then begin stitching from one end of the hole and push your needle through so that a small tail of the thread remains out. Then go back around and through pretty much the exact same spot, leaving a loop where you can then guide the needle through and pull it closed. This will just help knot it in place, so make sure to repeat the knotting process for at least 2 times. Then continue the process of threading from the underside through to the good side, then across the hole and back up from the good side. Pull each stitch so it's nice and firm, but not pulling too tight. Also, make sure to not stitch too far off these edges as they will create puckering. Keep repeating this until you reach the other end, and again create a loop, then go through it and tie a knot multiple times to secure it in place. This is probably a good time to check the stitch on the good side, and if you find that it's a bit loose still, you can flip it back over and go back over the stitched section one more time, then secure the other end in place with a loop knot and cut off the excess thread. Now your hole should be no more. By the way, I repeated this with a white thread just to show you how much better it comes up with the matching color. Well, I hope this video has helped you pick up some new mending techniques and will hopefully continue to serve as a guide for whenever you do need to fix any garments. Also, don't forget to check out Ethical Made Easy and all the amazing things they're doing. Maybe you might find a new sustainable brand to support or even learn something new from their blog. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope wherever you are, you have a lovely day, and I will see you guys in the upcoming videos.